Alright everybody, welcome back to match number 2 between gamercal and Paratroopa. This time around we'll be doing tourney group 2 flags, which will be full random level placement, end cards, and breakable locks with hammers. This one, well, the last seed was pretty quick for tourney group 1. But we could see also a very even more faster one with this one as well. There were plenty of hammers to go around in that first seed, so it did make a lot of skips possible within the world. So see how we go, and looks like we are on our way. First world is gonna be World 7. And perfect sync going through here. Alright, Paratroopa opting to go ahead and take on the first plant stage, as well as gamercal heading to the left. I know they'll have pipe to enter once they do. Ooh, takes a death there to one of the chompies there. And first item out of the plant stage is a star. Gamercal opting to go ahead and take the power up here before the door that takes you right to the exit there. 6 door every time, never randomized. So first fortress done. Paratroopa gonna go ahead and opt to skip the power up, and gamercal find the pipe right to the end. Yeah, it looks like it was the pipe right after the plant stage, so good call on both of them. Going right to the plant, checking the pipe right above it. Takes them right to the end of World 7. That eliminates a lot of guessing as to where to go. There's so many pipes in 7 that you need to check. So yeah, that'll make this a very quick World 7, right under almost around 4 minutes. And we already have our first hammer. Very nice, out of the next plant stage. So hammers still become very useful in tourney group 2. They really do find their worth in group 1, as we saw in the last seed. Is both of these runners had tons of hammers to use, so they were able to skip pretty much almost every world. They were able to make some sort of shortcut. Ludwig von Koopa is our first Koopa kid. And gamercal is finished with the first world of World 7, 3 minutes and 30 seconds in. That's really good. And this is actually another Ludwig von Koopa with ground pound, and Paratroopa takes an unfortunate death there. Going back up to the mushroom house to get an ability. Don't blame Paratroopa at all for that one. 2 seeds in a row with him having ground pound though. And we have our first boss bass of the seed. Gamercal unfortunately won't have a leaf this time around to skip the music note block section here to make the bridge. And there we go. Paratroopa exacting his revenge on Luke. Alright, gamercal gonna check this top pipe. And wow, takes him to a little bit past the second half of World 6 here. Not bad. And this is a very nasty stage, especially to have an angry sun looming at you as you progress. And we have our first Boss Bass meal of the seed, unfortunately, from Paratroopa. Got caught in the ice blocks there, trying to get one to get the power up there. Took a death. Ooh, and another death from gamercal there. Trying to get past these piranha plants. He's gonna have to play this a little bit more carefully than he'd probably want to. He's gonna get a little bit low on lives, as well as Paratroopa. And shortchanged the jump, unfortunately. So now, yeah, gamercal is gonna go ahead and go to the previous level in hopes of getting a power-up and an extra life after finishing this stage. Luckily, though, he's able to get the star continuation at the start of this level. Oh, he's got to be very careful here. Alright, and I think Paratroopa took... Yeah, Paratroopa's going to go ahead and take an intentional death here to get the lives back up to 4. Don't blame Paratroopa at all for this. This is a safe route. I mean, you're already at the beginning of the world. Might as well just go ahead and take the intentional death to get your lives back. So whereas gamercal is actually having to go back to do... I think he may just went ahead and opted to do this fortress anyways. Assuming that he may have to do one to get to the end of World 6 here. He was able to make a very nice skip at that pipe. Takes it to the later half of World 6. Oh, man. That's really close on Paratroopa. Going ahead and hitting up this mushroom house to get an ability. Get out of being small Mario status for once. And hey, not a bad pickup. Hammer Soup may go ahead and opt to hang on to that. Bro here is going to hand over a cloud. Not bad. gamercal may opt to cloud over that level. Ooh, that was unfortunate. Very close to getting it. Those hitboxes can be pretty tricky. So Paratroopa is going to go and take the pipe over to the right side. Oh, this is not good. gamercal has to be very careful. And unfortunately, that's a game over on gamercal's side, which isn't too bad. We'll have to do a few more stages over again, but still has the pipe on the top to maybe able to make it to the right. That was just an unfortunate set of Hammer Bros, Fire Bros, in those Hammer Bro fight. So this will give Paratroopa a little bit of a lead now, as long as Paratroopa can make way through the dreaded level here. I think, yeah, they're pretty much matched on lives. Paratroopa only lost 1 life after getting the game over. So actually both of them did get a game over. Paratroopa, go ahead and take the secret item here. And we got a mushroom. Goes ahead and hits up the first mushroom house to get a power-up. Gamercal knows that he's going to need a little bit of help into that stage. Oh, and there's a bridge at the end. We weren't able to see this earlier because Gamercal wasn't able to make his way to the right-hand side to see what was at the end. But now that we see that Paratroopa has knowledge of knowing what's on the right-hand side, knows that he's going to have to go and finish up a fortress to make that bridge. So in Tourney Group 2, now that we have just random level placement everywhere, it is potential to have a bridge that you need to build by defeating a fortress. Alright, so Gamercal is going to also take the secret item here. Alright, and makes it through. Redemption for Gamercal. So Gamercal is about to gain knowledge here that, yes, you need to build a bridge. He's probably not going to be happy about that, especially after the game over. Gamercal is actually making his way back before the game over, back to the beginning of the world, just to gain some items and some lives to continue on. And of course, our first fortress in 6 is 7F2. What better way to build a possible bridge here than 7F2? We're not sure if this is going to build the bridge. It could build the bridge to the other fortress in the middle of 6. So we'll find out here. So Paratroopa finishes up the second fortress here in 6, which I do believe Gamercal did finish up. I believe. So we know that that's not what's going to build our bridge here at the end of 6. Paratroopa also hitting up the mushroom house for another item. And also gets that hammer suit, the same that Gamercal did. So they're both probably going to hang on to this. Gamercal finished up 7F2, so we'll see if... Oh, yep, it did build the bridge to the top fortress. Gamercal knows right away that that's going to be the fortress that builds the bridge at the end. I had a feeling that was going to happen. So Paratroopa is going to take a gamble and see if that was the bridge, but we know that it is not. Paratroopa is going to have to go to the first fortress, build a bridge to the top river there, to that other fortress, defeat that fortress, and then that will build your bridge to the castle of World 6. Man, this is one of the nastiest World 6 I have seen in a very long time. The levels, the order of fortresses making you build a bridge at the end, this is definitely a tough one. As you can see, both are very seasoned players of Mario 3 Rando, and we are almost hitting the 14-minute mark going into the castle of World 6. So here we go. Gamercal being the first one to make it there. Paratroopa is not too far behind, just has to get through 7F2. Nice kill from gamercal. Kind of just positioning himself between the wall and Lemmy there. That was pretty good. And finally, we finished World 6 at 14 minutes and 30 seconds for gamercal. So after both taking a game over, Paratroopa taking the first game over, had a slight lead, but then had a costly death. gamercal was able to catch up. Very nice. World 2, or I'm sorry, World 3 is going to be World 3. Paratroopa doing the first end card here. gamercal as well. So able to see, it looks like a star and a P-Wing on Paratroopa's side. So it looks like this World 3 doesn't have any major shortcuts looking to have. Looks like there's a pipe up there. They'll have to make their way through a few levels to get there first on gamercal side. Paratroopa on its way to the last fortress. They'll need to finish to make the bridge to end of World 6. Lots of lag here on gamercal side. Had 4 active sprites at once. That will give you some lag. Okay, so yes, we have all the pipes in our access here. Okay, so this is gonna be a pretty quick World 3. One pipe will take you to the end. You just have to find out which one it is, as Paratroopa makes the way to the end. There was a lock guarding the castle here in World 3, but gamercal had that hammer. Gonna go ahead and use it here so you don't have to go searching for the other fortress. I'd say that's a very good call. It's World 1 fortress here, or I'm sorry, ship level. And we were greeted by Wendy. One-hitter Wendy is always nice. Very nice bouncing by Paratroopa. That was awesome. The ground is hot lava for Paratroopa, apparently. Alright, so next world is World 4. Staying very vanilla here. First pipe takes us right to the end on the left side. This could be a quick one as well, as there is a fortress below these 2 pipes. And you do need to finish at least 1 fortress to build a bridge here to the end. We'll see if this is it. So we know Paratroopa isn't too far away, as World 3 is a quick one. Oh, gamercal's gotta be a little careful here. Oh, alright, we're good. Alright, so time to find out if this is gonna be a quick 4 or a... Oh, there we go. We're out. Not bad. Very quick World 4. And even if that wasn't it, the other fortress is right next to it. On the right-hand side there. That fortress would have broken that lock. So either way, this would have been a quick World 4 regardless if that was not it. Very nice. Definitely a sigh of relief after that World 6. Oh, and Paratroopa actually takes 2 deaths here. That is unfortunate. Paratroopa knows all the pipes are there. Just gotta make it through this level. Oh, gamercal going for the quick wand grab. Just barely missed it there. But gamercal is finished with World 4 and on to 5. No! Paratroopa taking a death literally right at the end of the level. Was about to grab the card. And a giant Koopa decided to do his best linebacker impression and just charge him. That's unfortunate. World 5 is World 1. Next up for gamercal. Has another hammer to use and is able to make a little bit of a skip there. A little shortcut. So not bad. Paratroopa going for the next end card. Hoping for a little bit of item help here. But did manage to finish that level. Just needs to know which pipe to take. And we'll be going right towards the hammer bro to get another item. gamercal opting to skip the first end card. Paratroopa going after the next hammer bro here. It's a free mushroom along the way, not bad. And a star out of this one. Paratroopa does not have a hammer for that, so unfortunately we'll have to gamble. We'll have to do either one of these two fortresses. We'll probably end up doing both to save time. I'm trying to think where gamercal got the hammer that Paratroopa does not have. But either way, gamercal finishing up World 1 pretty quickly. Already to the castle here. And very nice, two-hitter with very quick kill. So Paratroopa is going to go ahead and actually gamble to see if that first fortress breaks the lock. And sure enough. So gamercal heading on to World 6. Paratroopa finishing up World 3. About a 2-world difference here. But it does... I'm assuming that Paratroopa will hopefully get another hammer here. He'll be able to make the same skip that gamercal did for World 1. gamercal getting another hammer suit out of finishing that world. And Paratroopa finished it up very nicely. Alright, so this first pipe in 2 should be able to give these runners a small shortcut. Yeah, not bad. We'll be able to do this first fortress here, break the lock, head right to the exit. Not bad at all. Paratroopa waiting for the moment to take out this hammer, bro. There we go. And along the way, hits up an end card, gamercal. All right, not bad. Got a few out of there. With another hammer bro to do here before he can get to the exit. This Paratroopa finishes up this fortress. Gets a music box from gamercal side. And Paratroopa to the castle. Does have a hammer going into World 1. So Paratroopa will be able to make a small shortcut, helping to play catch up here. Morton is our next Koopa kid. Nice 3-hitter. And gamercal on to World 7. After that disastrous World 6, made up some really good time with these. The rest of the worlds have been very generous. Going into World 7 at 25 minutes is pretty good. Paratroopa is not too far behind. We'll be able to make a shortcut out of these next 2 worlds. And finally, our last world will be 5. Wasn't able to take a quick look at the pipes there, but it looked like we could get the first pipe to the cloud. I'll have to take another look here. Paratroopa does decide to use that hammer. Make a shortcut here, right to the end. Okay, so yeah, this pipe should take us to the cloud. Yep, that's our tower paradox. And yeah, not a bad World 5 at all. Paratroopa going ahead into opting to finish up this end card here. Or at least attempting to. Very close to the end. And yes, does finish up the end card. So Paratroopa will have a nice selection of items going forward. We'll see if he is able to grab another hammer out of that. And Roy is our final Koopa kid here for World 7. World 5, I mean. I'm sorry. Oh, the tiniest Jeep. Why? Yeah, Paratroopa gonna go and P-wing over this. I don't blame Paratroopa at all. You can either do the wall jump or just P-wing over it. Either way, skipping that level, no blame there. Oh, I didn't notice if that was intentional or not. Yeah. Probably saw that this was the level you could skip over. So yeah, that's not a bad call at all. But does have to be careful with the lives as he's sitting at 0 at the moment. Alright, very nice. Paratroopa finishes up World 5 here. Going on to 6. And if need be, can take an intentional death again to get those lives back right at the start. gamercal going to take, finishes the first stage in 8 and taking the first pipe. First pipe takes us to the top of Dark Room, which leads us to another pipe. which leads us to the middle of Dark Room. Oh, went right to a hand stage. Probably might see it. Yeah, we're gonna see intentional death here as well. No reason to finish these hand stages. Paratroopa opting to go ahead and, yep, not take an intentional death here. Feels pretty confident in finishing this world. Okay. So no hammer. Gamercal has to go back. Check the other pipe in the first screen. Paratroopa is finishing up Navy here. Alright, so that pipe takes us to the left side of Dark Room, where Gamercal will go ahead and do the next fortress here, which will break that lock that he probably needs to get through. And sure, it broke that lock, so he's gonna gotta go down to this fortress and finish up this one as well. World 8, you end up usually doing at least majority of the fortresses anyways, so this is all pretty typical stuff. Paratroopa picking up another hammer, very nice. That'll come help in World 7. And going back to do, looks like another end card here. Yeah, that was very crucial as well. You're getting 5 more lives for Paratroopa as well, so he's not sitting at 0. It's always a little sketchy sitting at 0 lives no matter what. So that pipe took him to the hand stage area. Yeah, I believe he's gonna have to make his way through that. I believe that is the only way to progress. Yeah, he's gonna have to go onto the bridge here to the right side. There's 2 pipes, he's gonna have to check. But Paratroopa finishes up Morton, is on to World 7. Getting above H there, very nice. And we are greeted with 1-1 near the end of this seed. Very nice. Paratroopa taking Paradox Pipe there. Paratroopa picking up a cloud as well. That's going to come in handy come near the end of the seed. He's actually going to go ahead and opt to use it now. Absolutely. Crunch time. First pipe looks like it goes right up to the top there. Oh man, the path to Bowser is going to look interesting here. And we are good to go. Gamercal finishing up World 8. Very nice. With a very good time. As long as Gamercal makes his way to the end here with no troubles, we'll actually finish this a little bit faster than the first seed, even with that troublesome World 6, so that's pretty good. And very good kill from gamercal. Right to the end. Hammer suit intact. As Paratroopa finishes up World 7, we have a dot done from gamercal with an official SRL time of 34 minutes and 54 seconds. GG gamercal. As gamercal moves on with a 6-0 record. Paratroopa will unfortunately drop to 3-3, but I do believe is still currently second in the group. I'll have to check the standings here. And we welcome back gamercal on another victory. GG.
Yo, GG. I got away with murder on that one. I do not deserve after that ice world.
Well,
oh my god.
Well, let me assure you, both you and Paratroopa had the same woes through what might be the worst World 6 I have ever seen.
It was pretty bad.
It was definitely one of the worst World 6s I have seen in a very long time. Both of you had pretty much a game over almost near identical. Paratroopa game overed, I can't remember what it was on. It was something separate that you did, but yeah, you both pretty much finished World 6 around the same time. I think you finished about 2 minutes after you did.
Wow. Yeah, I am bad against fire bros, but I saw the hammer pursue that down the mushroom house that I went for. I was like, I don't want to use this. I want to save this for later. So I just kind of went for it, and fire bros said no 3 times. Huh,
yeah, it's like you want to hang on to that hammer suit. You don't want to have to waste it on a fire bro, but man, it was pretty much crunch time right there, whether or not you were gonna have to do it or not. Those were just really unfortunate jumps on the hammer bros.
And then I had this super weird lag spike on the 3rd attempt at 7-8. I don't know what was up with that, but
yeah,
not that I would have done it anyway, I don't think. But
yeah, I noticed that too. I wasn't sure what was going on. Like, I didn't know if you just shortchanged the jump, but it did look like you had some weird going on there. So that was...
Yeah, like, if my audio would have been on stream at that time, there was humongous stuttering with that too. It was just like 2 or 3 seconds where my computer was freaking out over nothing, I guess. And I don't know, that was super weird. But I had to do that stage though, because I knew there was still one lock or bridge or something that could be built. So I was like, if I cloud over this and it turns out that I need to go back to do the forts at the start of the world, then that is going to be a death knell. Like, that'll waste the cloud entirely. Yeah. So it was a choke point that I had to, and that's kind of why I ended up, after the 3rd shot there, I was like, okay, let's back up a sec and try and, you know, look at doing the other stuff here and see about getting an item before.
Yeah, definitely would have been a waste of a cloud, but man, that progression through 6, through those forts, that's just ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Just how does it go that badly?
Yeah. Well, the sea definitely gave some relief after you got through World 6. It was pretty smooth sailing after that. For both of you, really. Paratroopa pretty much was right along the trails there, but yeah, it all came down to how quickly either of you got through World 6. And Paratroopa now trying to find his way through the end of World 8 to find that one pipe that takes him to Bowser here. And I think Paratroopa is soon going to come to the realization that the bridge is the way to go.
That World 8 was also really bad.
Yeah, it's not the greatest.
It's funny in a way that the one fort you needed to do was the very first one you were forced to do. But man, if I had a hammer going through that could have been so much faster. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, no such luck. I'm assuming there must have been something in the end card that way, because my end card didn't cooperate either. So
yeah, Paratroopa was able to finish up the end card. I can't remember if was able to get any hammers out of that, but the Paratroopa did not have a hammer in World 2, to whereas you were able to make that skip there. Paratroopa had to go do the fortress to break the lock. So that also
for Desert World?
Yeah, for desert. So that also added a little bit of time on
desert.
Did you do the fort? Maybe
yeah,
I'm thinking of the first seed.
I did the fort in desert. It's the first seed where I used 2 hammers in the cloud to skip all of World 2.
Yeah, I might be thinking of the first seed, but there was something in World 2 where Paratroopa had to hang around a little bit more than you did.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll have to go back. But yeah, Paratroopa did find the way to the end and is on to Bowser now. Oh, unfortunately loses the hammer suit and is gonna take a laser bath here.
Oh dear.
Intentional death. I think Paratroopa has another hammer suit.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, there we go. Yeah,
you may as well think it.
Yeah, there's a weird thing.
I didn't get the clip. I've been getting that clip like reasonably often in practice. I got it twice today in practice actually, so disappointed I didn't get it in there, but you know, can't complain too much really.
Yeah, that clip can be iffy. Unfortunately, he loses the hammer suit again to those lasers.
Ouch.
But still has the big Mario, able to get the wall clip. We'll just have to do Bowser the old-fashioned way.
So, today I learned that end cards will actually persist if you game over in the world. That I was not aware of, because I got sniped by the end card as soon as I came out of the pipe. I was like, oh, I didn't think this was still here. Okay.
I also learned that as well.
Yeah, I had intentions of just ignoring it entirely at that point, but nope, it appeared right on top of me as I came up. It's like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Sure, let's just play it.
Alright, 2 more ground stomps for Bowser here. There goes one, and one more to finish him off. And there we go. Paratroopa has defeated Bowser, had to do it the old-fashioned way, but got it done. And that is a dot done on Paratroopa's side, with an official SRL time of 42 minutes and 43 seconds. GG, Paratroopa. Let's see if we can get Paratroopa in here for an interview.
Yeah, definite GG's there. Like I said, after that World 2, with the Ice World, I thought I was completely hosed. So, you know, I was playing the whole thing is just like, there's no way I win this, but we've got to play it out anyway. So, just keep on trucking and see what happens.
Right, yeah.
So I think this kind of shows, like, basically the best and worst between the 2 races here that I've done with this. Like, that first race was incredibly good all around, and then this one was an absolute disaster at the start, so...
Yeah, the start of this one was so bad.
Yeah, it shows what can happen with this. I've practiced a lot in the last month and a half for this, and stuff like that can still very easily come up, and it's just, you know, you've just got to learn how to deal with it, really.
Absolutely, yeah. So it looks like we're gonna get Paratroopa in here. One sec. There we go. That we are now joined by Paratroopa. GG.
Hey, GG.
So, as I was saying, talking to gamercal, let's go ahead and what you were thinking through that World 6.
World which?
World 6.
Oh, World 6. So I remember thinking that there's a fortress across a bridge that wasn't built, so it had to be one of the other two fortresses. So I decided that it would be better if I went for the one that gamercal was less likely to pick, because that might give me an advantage, which I needed. Because I was already definitely about 4 minutes behind by that point. And so I went there, and it was wrong. So I took the back route, and that was slower. But that's just how it goes, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. You kind of gambled on, because at the moment we actually didn't know, because you both had game overed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you actually both
Okay.
came over in World 6, but you both came over before we had the knowledge of knowing what was at the end of 6, whether there was a bridge or a lock or anything. We had no idea until I think gamercal was the first one. Or no, what I think it might have been you. But gamercal was able to make his way over there.
At that point.
Well, I think you were the first one to find out that we needed a bridge.
Okay, yeah.
But,
I needed to go past. Don't remember what level it was. It was annoying.
7, 8.
Yeah,
that one.
The Deadly Piranha Alley, as it's called. Yeah, I died 3 times on that, and then I was like, okay, I need to back up here because I don't have any powers. I used the star in the Piranha Plant stage in World 7, get through the end of that because it's much faster, but then I could have used that star for 7, 8 and been, hindsight.
Nice.
But I was like, okay, let's back up here. I have, 2 extra lives here. I need to go back and take a look at the other stuff. So I went back and did the fort that was where the 2 hammer bros were, and then I got destroyed by the fire bros afterwards. I like three attempts at them, and they just wrecked me every time. So that was my game over. But that fortress in the middle broke the lock that was at the start of the thing. So I was able to go up, get the mushroom house and the other hammer bro there. Got sniped by the end card on top of the pipe when I left again, and that was when I was able to go and see, oh, there's a bridge at the end that I need to go all the way back, do the first fort, open the bridge, go do this the one at the top, and just go from there. It's like, oh, there's no way I'm winning this now.
Yeah, that progression through World 6, like I said earlier, was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't really think that much of it. I guess I had an easier time with it. I didn't even have to do the Fire Bros, but I went and did them anyway, just in case they draw something good, and I don't think they did. I only died on 7-8 like once, I think, so I was okay on that. I already thought that I was behind, so I was already kind of trying to play from behind a little bit, which is funny. Yeah, I don't know, I didn't play that great that run. Could have been better. I had like 1 billion hammers at the end that I didn't use for some, and I didn't have a place to use them.
Yeah, I did notice that you managed to get a few at the end there. I think I can't remember if they were through in cards or hammer bros. I think you got one extra one through a hammer bro that gamercal did.
I think so, yeah. I could have skipped more hammer bros, but oh well, I didn't.
Yeah, I was kind of playing in, oh god, I have to mode this sort of mode here, to the point where like the next world, the World 3 one, I actually just straight hammered the lot before Wendy, even though the 2 forts were right next to the pipe to go to her, because I was like, I need to get going here.
Yeah.
There's no
that
way
was probably the right call, because there weren't that many places to use hammers. I did pick the correct fortress the first try, but it was a short one, but
that's alright.
Wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. After you got after the World 6, the seed itself wasn't too bad. It definitely was trying to say sorry for that one and gave you a little reprieve there. But the first seed you guys did, you were loaded with hammers, so you were able to make a lot of shortcuts and made a tourney group 1 flag seed really quick.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with how I played then that one.
Mm-hmm.
I unfortunately made 2 really costly mistakes in that run. One of them was when I went to 7F2, which was in World 7. I died at the very end after I almost played it perfectly, and that I had to use a hammer on the lock after that, because I was just like, I don't want to do that again. And then that didn't actually go anywhere, so that was really unfortunate. I wasted a hammer there that would have been useful. And then I made another really bad mistake somewhere. Oh, the cloud. I tried to cloud past 8 Fortress, and I died on 6-1 boss bass twice, so I wasted both my clouds there. I was like, okay, this is over.
No.
Yeah, I lost so much time and wasted 2 clouds. I'm like, I'm not recovering from that. So that was really unfortunate, because I played the rest of the run really well, I thought.
Yeah, that stage was weird because Boss Bass didn't spawn until like a couple steps after the start. So like you're running, like, and then all of a sudden, bam! Yeah.
Right. It was the second enemy, not the first one that he randomized to. But I just automatically assume as soon as I see that stage, it's like, oh, it's Boss Bass. So I just automatically assume it at this point. So I was ready for it coming in, even if it was a little bit later. So
yeah, that's probably the right.
I've just played too many of these where he's been in there. Like, it's one of the major hotspots. That and 2-1 is the other one that I'm like, there's a boss pass in here. I don't care if there's not at the start. There's a boss pass in here, so just play it as if there is. So
yeah, there's definitely some hot spots for boss passes. So you kind of get this intuition. It's like, oh man, I have a bad feeling about this the second that stage loads. All right, very good. Well, any final thoughts from you two on these 2 races? Definitely entertaining morning for me.
Yeah, well, glad to have been entertaining with it. Absolutely amazing getting the sub 40 in the tourney for Group 1. I was not expecting that to happen at all. So yeah,
that was really good.
Really complain. And even if there was a disaster of World 6, the second one is still pretty good. It's still sub 35. Again, can't really complain too much with that.
No, not at all.
Yeah, pretty much the same. I'm okay with both my times. Like I said, the second run didn't play great. I played okay, but I had some kind of deaths. But overall, not too bad. You know, not much more to say about it.
Very good. Well, thank you both for the races. I appreciate the time I've had here this morning. Definitely going to give me some insight and help in my match later tonight. Thank you very much. Speaking of, let me go ahead and pull up our schedule to see what we have for the rest of the day.
So whilst you're doing that, am I right in saying we've both only got Mitch left to play now? In our group, Power?
I do, yeah. So
yeah,
you as well.
Only Mitch left at this point.
Only Mitch left, says...
Yeah.
Well,
we're waiting for him to
just
descend down from the heavens to smite us in this thing,
I have to somehow probably score 2 upsets on Mitch to advance, which I don't even think I can do 1.
Last year I had Mitch in my group, and this was back when it was only tourney group 1 flags, and that's you have a chance. You definitely have a chance. I lost by maybe 4 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes, and it came down to it actually came down to World 8 hand stages, which made a big time gap. So, but you know, it's definitely possible.
He's not. I don't think he's completely unbeatable just because Rando introduces some variants into things. And that,
absolutely,
messes up his game too. You know, so yeah.
Sure. Yeah, it's just that daunting aspect of how good he is. This like a lot of this.
It'll be a fun exhibition for me. What can I say?
With a lot of this, it's been like, okay, I don't actually know how good my opponents are with this. Like, I looked at some of the SRL stuff that had gone on. Obviously, I looked at like you and Big C played before.
I actually haven't played that much, so.
So I took a look at that and was going, okay, so reasonable match then. Like, I stand a chance in this at least. So I was, alright, that is fine, but you know what you're up against when you play against Mitch here, so
yeah, I think you can beat him.
Yeah, you reckon?
Just gotta bring the A game. That's it.
Yeah, more like the first game, less like this last one. That'd be the big part.
Hey, for what it's worth, you've clinched advancement out of this group, so GG on that. Congrats.
Yeah, it definitely feels good.
Advancement, absolutely. All right, so coming up today at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have Classic Gamer 88 versus Great White Hope. That'll be right here on Speed Gaming. And then 30 minutes after that, we have myself and Olicad in a four-way with Ryko, Ryder, and Nickname on Speed Gaming 5. And then at 10 o'clock, we have another four-way with Jay Coper and Herbaceous Meteor with Ryko, Ryder, and Nickname doing a double header back-to-back. And that will also be on Speed Gaming 5.
Best of luck to everyone today. Maybe, as the usual thing is, may boss pass go hungry.
Absolutely. So with that, I thank everybody for watching. Thank you again to the racers for a thrilling doubleheader, and that'll do it for us. I am S Diesel, and we'll catch you all later. Thank you very much.